About time. Long overdue, past the expected or desired time. The city finally fixed the potholes on Main Street. It's about time. Drivers have been complaining for years. About to. On the verge of happening, occurring imminently. Grab your jacket, we're about to leave, and I don't want to be late. Above and beyond, exceeding expectations, going further than required. She always puts in extra effort at work, staying late and taking on extra projects. She truly goes above and beyond. Above board, open, honest, and transparent in dealings. The company prides itself on being above board. Every transaction is transparent and there are no shady deals. Above the law, exempt from rules or laws that apply to others. The billionaire acted like he was above the law, dodging taxes and bribing officials, until an investigation finally caught up with him. Above the salt, of high status or rank, regarded with honor. At the royal banquet, only the most prestigious guests sat above the salt, while the lesser nobles were seated further down the table. In the corporate hierarchy, he quickly moved above the salt, gaining access to exclusive meetings and strategic decisions. Above water. Financially stable, not in extreme difficulty. With the financial aid I received, I'm now able to stay above water with my tuition and living expenses. Despite the heavy workload this semester, I've managed to stay above water with my studies and assignments. Accident of birth. Privileged circumstances due to family wealth or status. While he's proud of his heritage, he's aware that his opportunities were an accident of birth and not everyone is so lucky. Accident waiting to happen. A dangerous situation likely to result in disaster. That broken railing on the staircase is an accident waiting to happen. If the landlord doesn't fix it soon, someone is going to get hurt. According to Hoyle, done properly, according to established rules or procedures. The contract was written according to Hoyle, following every legal guideline to ensure there were no loopholes. Ace in the hole, a hidden advantage or resource that ensures success. His fluency in Mandarin was his ace in the hole during the business negotiations. None of the competitors could communicate directly with the clients. Ace up one's sleeve, a secret or unexpected advantage used strategically. In the cooking competition, her ace up her sleeve was a unique blend of garam masala that set her butter chicken apart from the rest. Achilles' heel, a weak spot or vulnerability that can cause failure. No matter how successful he becomes, his arrogance will always be his Achilles' heel. Acid test, a critical test or challenge that determines worth or success. The new software update is the acid test. If it works well under pressure, we'll roll it out company-wide. Acknowledge the corn, to admit to a mistake, especially a small one. After trying to argue his way out of it, he finally acknowledged the corn and admitted he forgot to submit the report. Acquired taste, something that requires repeated exposure to appreciate. Sushi was an acquired taste for him. At first he found it strange, but now he eats it at least twice a week. Across the board, applied universally or affecting everyone equally, the company announced a 5% salary increase across the board, ensuring that all employees benefited equally.
Across the pond, located across the Atlantic Ocean, usually referring to the UK or the US. My cousin lives across the pond in London, so we only see that bloke on holiday.
Act high and mighty, behaving arrogantly or condescendingly. Ever since he got promoted, he's been acting high and mighty, looking down on the coworkers he used to share lunch with. Act of Congress, difficult to get permission or accomplish due to excessive bureaucracy. Getting a refund from that airline takes an act of Congress. You have to call multiple times, send numerous emails, and practically beg to get your money back. That's why I use a credit card. They're basically like the mafia.
Act one's age, behaving in a mature and responsible manner. Stop throwing a tantrum and act your age. You're a grown adult, not a child. Actions speak louder than words. Actions reveal true intentions better than words. He keeps saying he'll change, but actions speak louder than words, and so far, he hasn't done anything differently.
Add fuel to the fire. Making a tense situation worse by adding to the problem. Instead of calming the argument, his sarcastic remark of sure, because shouting always solves the problem, right? Only seemed to add fuel to the fire, making things much worse. Add insult to injury. I'm making a bad situation even worse with additional harm. She was already having a terrible day, and to add insult to injury, she got a parking ticket just as she was about to leave.
After one's own heart. Someone or something that aligns closely with one's values or preferences. My father was a writer. You would have liked him. He used to say that artists use lies to tell the truth, while politicians use them to cover the truth up.
A man after my own heart.